You'll go over there and you'll catch the Blue Line bus and take it to Grand Canyon Village. If you get separated, come out to our bus in 20 minutes. If you get separated, you don't want to have to take that bus and miss the rest of the walking tour. All right, let's go.
Rough.
Quick question, how many of you have been to the Grand Canyon before?
Almost.
You already know, and they're going to find out. Yeah.
Did you took a picture of those people down on those rocks.
Look at different varieties of pine trees, huh?
Yeah. The Ponderosa pines, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I was wondering what all those little bundles were.
Yeah, I saw that.
These are Eagle Scouts, so we clean up and do stuff like that, but you never see the bundles.
Yeah, that's almost like purposely,
Yeah.
you know,
Like, because most park rangers, they're Eagle Scouts,
yeah.
majority of them. So it's interesting that you would see that. So I'm curious to know why.
That's where the bus
That's
is.
one of my
That's where
questions.
the bus will be for the next 25 minutes. If you get separated, go back to the bus. If the bus isn't there, you'll need to take the Blue Line bus over to Grand Canyon Village. But that's not going to happen to any of you guys. We're all sticking together.
Yep.
All right, we're taking a left.
Whatever you want.
I'm happy.
Stay away from the edge.
I can go home now. Oh wow.
Yeah, it looks like a mud puddle. That's the Colorado River. Alright. Okay, another point.
I know why that is.
Go over here.
Dad, I don't know what kiss the ground.
I haven't seen wild animals yet.
Last time I was here, we did listen to the elk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you say? It's frozen, baby?
Yeah. That's what he said.
Mountain sun. Crazy.
Yeah.
Taking shots. Who'd like to go first?
Only because
Well, you're bringing all the supplies.
okay, if you bring all the supplies, but then you gotta find out which area, because remember they have fluctuating.
Good. All right, point out into the distance. Yeah, there you go. Okay, excellent. group we're gonna hold up here.
They bite.
Yeah, they're huge. They showed up like a month ago. Courteous group, let's try and stay together.
The eggs of the.
All right, folks, I want to share a really great story with you. It starts out sad and ends up happy. Back in the 1890s, when people were hunting on the North Rim and up here, before it was a park, people were using buckshot and killing the animals. The condors started eating the buckshot and the animals. They started having problems with lead. Their eggshells would become weak, and they started to die off. In fact, in 1988, we only had 5 condors in the entire 277 miles of the canyon. With an aggressive breeding program, they brought that number up to 88.
Wow.
We have 88 in the canyon now. And if you see them, you're very lucky, because that's all they got in the whole 277 miles. Now, they are all marked with numbers. In fact, if you see one and you can get the number, you can actually go to the National Park Service website and look up information on that bird, like when it was born, how much it weighed the last time it was weighed, if it has a new girlfriend. I'm serious, that's what they got. Now, folks, if you look over straight out that way, you'll see Lookout Studio. That's also designed by Mary Coulter, who designed the Bright Angel Lodge. It is a wonderful place with views. She built it so that people would have a nice, safe place to view back in 1930. On the other side of it is a photography studio called the Colt Brothers Studio. The Colt Brothers were a pair of brothers that lived down in Williams in the 1920s, and when people started coming here as a tourist destination, they decided to move their operation right up here, so they built a house right on the side of the canyon, and that's their studio. You can take a look at that during your free time. I really recommend it. It's fantastic. If you've ever seen any of those old pictures of somebody hanging off the canyon, black and white, that's the Colt Brothers, Emery and Ellis. Now, they had a very weird business relationship. If one of the brothers wanted to leave the partnership, they decided they would have to flip a coin, and if that brother won, he could leave. If he didn't, he couldn't leave. So Ellis decided in 1963 he wanted to leave. They flipped the coin, he won, he left for California, and he left Emery with the building until 1973 when he died. Now, the Park Service was going to tear down the building. They thought it was an eyesore, but the National Park Conservancy had raised the money to rebuild it, and it's now one of the premier buildings in the South Rim. Like I said, I really recommend that you check that out. Now, if you look about 70 feet down from that point, you'll see some ledges over there. That's where the condors actually hang out. That's where some of their nests are. And you will recognize them because they have 10.3 foot wingspans. They're huge. They have bald heads like a turkey vulture, and they have a line of white at the end of their feathers on their wings. So if you see one, consider yourself lucky. All right, folks, we're gonna keep walking now. All right, folks, we're gonna head over this way. We're gonna head over to the left. Smile.
Lay on there.
Smile. Excellent. All right, hands in the air. Yeah. Oh, look. Okay, hands in the air. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. That's good. Excellent. Okay. Good stuff. Look at this down. Yeah. We'll move over here now. Those folks can move. Okay, folks. Folks, let's try and group together. All right, folks, if you turn around and look at this building right here, it's called the Hopi House. Yet another building that Mary Coulter designed. She designed it to look like a Native American pueblo. She used local materials. And if you guys like Native American handmade jewelry, I definitely would recommend going in there. They've got some really beautiful stuff. Now, if you want a souvenir that's more touristy, like a t-shirt or a magnet, Bright Angel Lodge has everything for you. All right, folks, we're going to take another picture here. You're going to sit right here. And I'm going to get this behind you. So go ahead and line up and I'll take your shots. Who's first? All right, folks, so let's line up and I'll take the shots. Sir, can I get you to move over a little bit, please? Thank you. All right, ready? Smile. Excellent. All right, do not lean back, hands in the air. Excellent. Turkish group, let's group together here. Kurdish group, let's group together. Now folks, if at any time you do not want to finish the tour, you are more than welcome to just turn around and go back to Bright Angel Lodge and start your free time. If you don't feel like walking too far, we're going to walk a little bit further. So if anybody doesn't feel like it, please feel free to turn around and go back over that way. Now I'd like to point out the erosion of the canyon. I want you to take a look. Out all the way to the left, you'll see a big tabletop mesa. That is Shiva Temple. The one that looks like it has a like a white cherry on top, right in the middle there, that's Isis Temple. And the one down here that has a mesa is called Cheops Pyramid. You can almost see the pyramid. It's not on the top, it's in front of it. Now, most of the names of the formations here in the canyon are based on two things: U.S. naval terms and East Indian names, because geology uses those terms as the basis for most of their names of rocks and rock formations. All right, folks, we're gonna keep walking. Stay on this side so people get through. This is Verkamp's general store. John Verkamp actually set this up as a tent when he got here, because people were staying here in tents before the El Tovar was built, before any of the hotels were built. People just had tents out here as their lodging. So he built Verkamp's to serve those people. He was selling sundries out of a tent. In fact, over there it says his first day ledger when he built the actual store was $4.98, a good day. And it probably was for him. Now, he stayed here until he died in the 40s, and they have turned the place into the visitor center. There's some cool stuff in there, folks, if you want to take a look at it on your free time. The other thing I'd like to point out is right here. This is Grand Canyon spring water. It comes from Grand Canyon Springs over on the other side of the canyon. It is the water that we're all drinking up here. Everybody drinks it. It's what comes up. They built a pipeline that goes across the river and pumps all the way up to here. It's great water, folks. You want to fill up? That's your great choice. We're going to keep moving now, folks.
That's an experience. And the green ones are like rooms, comfort rooms for the hike.
All right, folks, we're going to group over here. We're going to stop here.
Look at that, he's doing like this.
All right, folks, we're going to group over here real quick. Curdy's group, let's group together over here. Folks, these are actual rocks from each layer of the canyon. They go from youngest to oldest. This is Vishnu Niche Schist. It's the oldest rock of the canyon. They call it basement Vishnu. It is over 2 billion years old, half the age of the Earth. The one here up on top is the same layer that we're standing on right now. It's a little tiny baby, 2.4 million years. Now, again, as I said, the softer rocks erode faster, and the harder rocks, with the more dense rocks, erode slower, and that's what builds these wonderful formations that we're seeing. All right, folks, we're going to just walk a little bit further to another photo op, and then I'll let you have your free time. Very fast. Sorry, we'll be out of your way in just a second. All right, folks, let's group together. I'd like to point out something about the trees here. We have both pinyon pines and ponderosa pines. And one of the great things about these trees is that they actually can fight drought themselves. If a drought happens and the tree is in need of water, the lower limbs will sacrifice themselves and die so that the rest of the tree can live. That's how they combat drought up here. Now also, folks, if you look all the way down into the canyon, you'll see a formation called the battleship. It kind of looks like a battleship over there. Again, a naval term. Okay, we're going to keep walking, folks. Dirty trip, we're walking.